100, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstayed it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
Here we go.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey, wahoo! Red 61, Matchbox right, get it.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
General West. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
No.
Check 4.
On 2nd down, Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Hey, Mike 51. Mike. Yep.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And all the way down to the 29. A big run by the big man Fournette. 65 yards on the ground.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, exit.
Now Leonard Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Escape, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. A first update now from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They begin with a run by Fournette. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Get ready.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Go, go.
Get it.
On the run, it's Fournette. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Minshew, first and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They go jet sweep here with Chark. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, twisting away. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He finds his target, Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. This is caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now left side on the swing pass. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of a yard.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Well, it's an offense. Some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Watson now to throw. He finds his man Johnson. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They're running it.
Throwing again is Watson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. A strong running. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Freeman. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off play action, it's Minshew. Flush to his right, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Whip.
Hurry. Get it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got Fuller.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, but it'll be 2nd down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Watson throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on. That one, and it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get off the field, defense.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go. This is caught inside the 15. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 49 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's 3rd and short.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
This is Fournette. Oh, and now some space to operate. A big run by the big man Fournette. 53 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. So he stays, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Ready. 8-3.
They can't hang with us.
Protein spill.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun is Minshew. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Watson, it's complete to Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. Johnson's got it complete. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Alpha.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, he's going to float this over the... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Watson, throw right side into the hands of Akins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. They find some open field here.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check. Fresno. Wide. Get wide. Switch.
Hustle. Ready.
On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lambo on for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Take four.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 50.
Watson now to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Texans on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Watson on target here to Fuller. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson and Stills bringing it in. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Jaguars, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.